So, good afternoon. We are back again with the second of 3 uploads today on the channel. We are going to speak about Nabil Fekir, and it's probably about the 294,102nd time we have been linked to this guy. Seems like every single time there's a transfer window open, we are linked to Coutinho, Fekir, Draxler, same old faces coming out the woodwork. But before I get into that, make sure you stick a thumbs up on this video. I really appreciate every one of you that do that. Let's see if we can get, I don't know, 750 on it. Like, I don't know, 750 or something. Let's stick a target on it. And let's see if we can smash the target. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well. I would appreciate that. Road to 60k is moving rapid, baby. Nearly 100 subs a day at the moment. So thank you very much to all of you guys. Big up to everybody who put a comment saying I'm looking fresh as well on my last video, the Coutinho video. If you haven't checked that one out, last video. But thank you. I feel fresh, man. I'm eating good. I'm living good. And I'm looking all right. I can't lie. Need a shave. But other than that, I'm feeling good, man. But Instagram League Under 82 as well. We are going to speak about Fekir again. And this guy, he just seems to have been around forever. And he seems to have been linked to us forever. And like every single time we are linked to this guy, I just think like, is this the route we are going down here? Like genuinely, this guy was lauded up to be one of the best attacking mids on the planet at one point. Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing. Nabil Fekir, he's amazing. The fact in reality is he ain't all that. Hence why he's playing at Real Betis, who are basically the Tottenham of Seville. I've been to their stadium. I've seen their stadium. It's falling down. Like, they are literally the paupers of Seville. Seville are the actual, you know, they're the big boys around there. They're the ones that win stuff. You know, a bit like us and Tottenham, like I said. But he's not exactly ripping it up at Betis. He scored 6 goals last season in all comps, 5 assists. It's hardly riveting stuff, is it? It's hardly the stuff that's making anyone think, oh, yes, Fekir for about 20 odd million quid. Let's bring him in. He has got a few years left on his contract. Let's bring him in and he can elevate us up to levels that we aspire to, the Champions League, etc., etc. But not for me. Like, I'm looking at it and like I watch a bit of La Liga here and there. I wouldn't say that I watch it religiously. I used to, but it's all gone a little bit Pete Tong on that league recently. And it's not what it was 4, 5, 6 years ago. So I don't necessarily watch it week in, week out. But I have seen him play out there. Every time I've seen him play, funny enough, he's actually been rubbish, like really rubbish. I don't think I've seen him score a goal in the Betis games that I've watched. Maybe it's me jinxing him, I don't know. One thing I do know is that there's a lot better attacking midfielders out there than Nabil Fekir. I would rather go with Smith Rowe than Fekir. That is how bad I think it is with this guy. Like, listen, he's obviously half decent. He's obviously not a bad player, is he? But the kind of money, the kind of wages, the fact that he's 27, this is going to be his last bumper deal. He's going to want big wages. Not for me. I just genuinely don't get the hype around this guy. I really don't. Like I said, his output's not great. He doesn't create as many chances as people would say he does. He doesn't really track back enough for me either. Every time I've seen him play, it's like he's got a bit of a well, maybe it is an attitude problem, maybe a bit of an attitude problem where he thinks that, actually, I don't need to do all of that. We've seen this, we've been there, done this with Mesut Ozil. Now, Mesut Ozil is levels above this guy, by the way, and you know my thoughts on Mesut Ozil. I don't particularly rate him at all, but he is levels, or was levels, above Nabil Fekir. And I just look at it and I think, like, we're quite clearly in for a midfielder, an attacking one. Surely there is better players out there than Nabil Fekir. Surely somebody in our scouting network, although we did sack a load of scouts, so maybe Gunnosaurus is scouting, I don't know. Maybe somebody out there can go and have a look at some young up-and-coming talent, rather than these same regurgitated average footballers that we keep getting linked to. Like, why can't we go and find the next big thing in midfield? Why can't we go and find the next number 10 that's going to be a superstar? Why can't we be that club? Why is it always we're trying to get a player from the other club, if that makes sense? It's like, why do Leicester seem to go and find these talents? Why do Southampton find talents? Why do Ajax constantly churn out talent? You know, why do Barcelona do it? Why do other clubs, Bayern Munich, do it? Chelsea do it? Why can't we be that club? Why are we the club that are always continuously looking for bang average footballers on too much money, like Willian and Louise and players like that. You know, Martin Odegaard's, like, people keep banging on about Odegaard. What? No, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. We've seen him for 5 months. He hardly lit the place up, did he? Let's be real. But because he scored a goal against Tottenham, everyone gets hyped about it. At the end of the day, he ain't good enough. And I don't care that he plays for Madrid. I don't care that he played for or signed for Madrid when he was 15. He simply ain't good enough. Go and find somebody that is good enough. Yeah, and it ain't Nabil Fekir. Excuse me. But I'd love to know your thoughts on all of that. Would you take him? Like, listen, I've seen a couple of people like say in the comments on the last video, like, if they're better than William and they're better than Xhaka, then maybe. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, it just seems like Arsenal is the place that you come to retire. You get that last big bumper paycheck and you come and sit and just come to the banter club. Just come to the chill club. Like, let's just all have a jolly up. You know, it don't matter that we don't win any football matches. Let's just all take our salaries and we'll all go around to William's restaurant, have a 3-course slap-up meal. Salt Bay might even turn up, giving it all of them ones. Like, what's that all about? Like, seriously, it's just a shambles what's going on at this club. Go and buy some proper players. I don't want to see the Nabil Fekirs linked to us. I don't want to see players like that in our 11. I don't want to see them in our squad. I don't want to see us even linked to them. You know, go and buy proper footballers. You know, Yves Bissouma, different position, baller, sign him. You know, Grealish is the dream. And that's all it's going to be because this club is a joke. We're never going to sign Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish wouldn't want to come to the banter club because he's got more about him than signing for the banter club. He'll be better off where he is. But I want us to actually have a little bit of ambition and try and actually sign some of these players. You know, go and try and put bids in for these players. It ain't difficult. Go and put the money on the table. You never know, you might actually get some of the top players rather than being linked every 6 months to Fekir. How about Fekir off, mate? Like, seriously, it's mad. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on all of that. Leave it in the comments section down below. Would you take Fekir? If no, tell me why. If yes, tell me why. Tell me what you rate about him. If you do rate him. If you don't, tell me exactly who you want, why you don't want him, etc, etc. Leave that in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Stick a massive thumbs up on the video. Big up to everybody on the last video. Go and check that out, the Coutinho one. Coutinho for 17 million. I don't know. The wages will be a joke, which is probably the reason I won't take him. But for 17 million, that is kind of cheap, isn't it? And he is levels above Fekir. But I'm not feeling either of these two, if I'm honest. But anyway, listen, all have a wonderful afternoon, whatever it is you're doing. I'll be back at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. We're going to talk about Tyler Adams. Now, that is a bit of talent that we can get into a little bit later. And listen, until then, I'm going to enjoy the rest of the Scotland game. I wasn't going to watch it because Tierney weren't playing, but it started off all right. So I'm going to watch the rest of it. And until then, Southgate out.